Welcome back to the studios of Weekend Deal. And Suleiman is feeling blessed this morning because I am being flanked by two beautiful ladies. Good morning, Thelma.
Hi.
Good morning, the Sule, the USB as I call you. You know that, right? The USB.
The only person with the permission to do so. Anyways, let's get straight to the papers, and we're starting with Sunday Vanguard. We're starting with the story just above the masthead, Xenophobia, our South African horror stories by survivors. Now, it has two writers here. One says 588 killed, 121,100 displaced in 7 years, says Ambassador Obisaki. Now, Ambassador Olumoko is saying that South Africa should pay compensation. Details of all this can be found on page 7. Now, to the leading story. It's politics 2027. The olds favor Obi Konkoso as NDC zone's president to the south, VP to the north, restricts ticket to single 4-year term. Fears mount Atiku. Others may play into Tinubu's hands. Details of this can be found on pages 12 and page 6. Now, that's much we can take from Sunday Vanguard. Now to Sunday Punch. We start with the story just above the masthead. The AMVCA, Ejiofor Franklin shines as Funke Akindele loses. Of course, yesterday was exactly. It was a wonderful one. And then let me just tell you about some winners. Shola Shoboole, that is industry. She won Industry Merit Award. Of course, she has done it more in the industry. Yes, the famous
Yes, she was in the NTA drama Iyamodino. Nice one.
Wonderful comedy.
So it's our win, actually. Congratulations, Ma.
Definitely. Now, also, can I picked up the same Industry Merit Award, and then the best movie went to My Father's Shadow.
Oh, yeah, that movie was
exactly very interesting movie.
Very
now,
interesting.
The best lead actress, Linda Ejiofor Suleiman.
That's my girl.
Yes, the best
she was looking
lead
stunning
actor,
yesterday.
The best lead actor.
None other than Achaligo man.
Achaligo Sodogu.
Achaligo man.
Achaligo Sodogu.
Oh, nice.
Very,
nice.
and we congratulate all of them.
Congratulations to all the winners.
And it was something else. Look at the fashion sense.
Yes.
Nigeria, what did it take last night?
I saw where they were entering with the amazing outfits.
All right, now let's continue with the Sunday Punch. Now to the leading story. 2027 Fubara missing as APC screens 14 governors. Tinubu's challenger. Okay, we excuse busy governors. APC national chairman says, I am not stepping down for the president, says the aspirant, and I'm wondering who that person is. Of course, he will be revealed in due course. Details of all this can be found on page 3. Now to Sunday Sun. We're going straight to the leading story. ADC bombs NDC. Spokesman accuses new party of being Tinubu's tool to destroy opposition, says Obi Konkoso's desperation helping president's re-election. Details of all this can be found on pages 20 and 21. Now, I won Miss Ebonyi pageant through hard work, prayers, fasting. This is coming from Rachel Adeleke. Details of that on page 3. And I dare say that there's spirituality even in the secular environment.
There is.
Interesting one there. Now, to the nation. All right, so we take one story just above the masthead. Clamor for direct primaries grows as APC screens governance aspirants. Akpabio, Hamzat, Pantami, Chinda, others face panel. Details of all this can be found on page 4. Now to the leading story. 11 Senate, 90 senators, 9 governors face hurdles. Ogun, Nasarawa, Oyo, Gombe, Ondo, Kwara, Kano, other states to watch. Of course, it is a political season, and you get to see more of these intrigues play out in due course. Now to Sunday Tribune. Okay, how Akpabio Oshomole's feud sets tone for 2027 battles. Face off in Senate, NGF signs of emerging cracks in APC. Sources, details of all this can be found on page 4. Well, interesting times indeed. Now, to the last paper I have with me. Thelma, there's no sports today, so we just have to make do with Sunday Telegraph. Don't worry.
But the amazing happenings of Osime and others of his ilk continue to tantalize our weekend.
He won the trophy yesterday. Congratulations to him. Now to Sunday Telegraph. Ribadu meets U.S. Vice President officials over terrorism. Of course, this partnership with the United States of America, we're hoping that it will yield result in Nigeria's bid to end the insecurity. And of course, a lot of people are, hoping that this happens soon. New dynasties emerge as politicians install children in office. Okay, that's an interesting headline there. Buhari eyeing sons. Reps State Assembly seat Oshoba allow Akala Ibori. El-Rufai's children seek fresh terms. Now to the leading story, says the Mike Arnold interview. Why federal government Sultan leaders aren't doing enough on insecurity. 100,000 Chinese involved in illegal mining funding terrorism. Foreign powers can influence 2027 elections. Obama helped Buhari in 2015 for religious reasons. Details of all this on pages 2, 14 and 19. And that is the much we can take from the papers. Thelma, Patience,
thank you for sharing.
I know that today is an interesting topic.
Yes.
I wish I'm part of it, but I have to take my leave. But before I do that, I must ensure that I listen to one beautiful sound coming from Esba and his team.